Homing by Liz Berry. Our voices, the way we speak, the words we use, are an important part of our identity, since it is literally how we express ourselves and convey our sense of self. This should be kept in mind when reading this poem about accent and voice. Here, the accent is specifically the Black Country accent. Black Country is a region a little to the west of Birmingham and is the accent of the poet Liz Berry. Traditionally, the Black Country has been perceived as an industrial area with strong working-class roots, which unfortunately has meant that its accent has been seen as inferior compared to other accents such as those from further south. Berry not only challenges this prejudicial view, but also celebrates the voice of her home region. The stigma surrounding the accent is symbolised by how the speaker in the poem finds the accent locked away in a box underneath a loved one's bed. However, it's worth noting that it hasn't been thrown away but kept close to the owner. Nevertheless, the lock is rusted shut, which indicates the accent has been stored away for a long time. It's not clear who the original user of the accent is, but Berry has said elsewhere that in the poem she is thinking of her grandmother. Clearly, there are hints in the poem that the owner of the accent has recently died. The speaker is clearing the house, and the relation is spoken of in the past tense. Instead of using the regional accent, the relation appears to have disguised or softened it, partly by being forced to, and partly from habit. In the past, having a strong regional accent was viewed as something that might hold you back, so you were encouraged to adopt a posher voice in order to create a better impression of yourself. Sometimes this would result in formal elocution lessons, which focus on pronunciation and diction. However, the relation's true voice would seep out, suggesting that we can only disguise our roots so far. Notice how it escapes, implying oppression, and that the accent is a prisoner. Clearly, though, the speaker loves his regional accent, and rather than being ashamed of it, seeks to assert her pride in both its sounds and dialect. Even though it is difficult to release the accent, maybe suggesting the speaker finds adopting the accent herself quite hard, she is determined. Since for her, it is a direct connection to the industrial heritage of the region, as well as forging a link to family. She literally wants to consume it, so it becomes a part of her being. Indeed, by the end of the poem, the speaker wants to shout from the rooftops so everyone can hear the accent, likening it to a homing pigeon who always safely comes home, deepening the links between identity, locality, and family. Overall, in homing, Berry seeks to reclaim regional accents even if they have a poor reputation. She wishes to do so in order to encourage everyone to rediscover their roots and reconnect with family and local heritage. In so doing, Berry is arguably empowering us, the reader, to take greater pride in our own sense of selves. Given homing's focus on personal identity and aspects of language, there is a clear similarity with name journeys. Identity more generally is a focus of poems such as A Portable Paradise and Pot. All three of these poems also share with homing the sense of being caught between different identities, which can also be discerned in Like an Heiress and On an Afternoon Train from Purley to Victoria, 1955.